Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2025's first episode of the Board and Scale podcast. For the brand new year, you have the same old crew. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to
the Board and Scale podcast, Battle of the Games.
Board and Scale's first ever snake video.
Another vendor spotlight.
That the penguin's the only one with any character.
What you're likely to hatch when you mix certain genetics.
You know I don't play right.
Welcome to the show. Today we have one specific topic to talk about, along with the classic weekly / last time we hooked up podcast. So go ahead and start it so we can't steal from you. He was saying, I'm going to pick something different because I know you guys are going to say it.
I'm not going to say
No
it.
one's going to say it. No one's going to say it now.
Go ahead, go.
I'm not going to say it.
Okay, go. Pick what you think.
My number one. Oh, my highlight. I'm cheating, but it's not really cheating because it's still cards. My highlight is Balatro.
Balatro?
Yeah.
What?
That's cheating. It's a video game.
It's a card game.
It's a video game with cards.
Is there a physical rendition of this game that exists?
You could 100% do it.
No.
I think.
Does it exist?
No.
Vetoed.
Why are we even?
You got to change it. Veto.
Could I say Slay the Spire at the
Yeah,
Not the
because you
video
could say
game.
the Slay the Spire.
But
the
what if I
board
just
game.
played the video game?
Nope.
Then you can't.
Because you don't know how the board game implementation
Bro.
is. Bro. What is this weird ass game you're talking about? Ass Blaster?
Balatro. It's you get a it's a roguelite. So it's like
Rogue like?
yeah. Where you try to get as far in a run as you can. If you lose, you get sent back to the beginning. Object of the game is you're playing poker hands, and the hands are worth a certain multiplier, and each card is worth its value in chips. So you play a flush, right? And then
More like flush this game down the toilet, right? Am I right? Just kidding, go. Flush strat is the best. Go ahead.
and then you'll get, so like if you play a 10, a 7, a 6, you'll get that many chips multiplied by the flush.
Oh my God.
But the thing is, you can have jokers in your deck that will add different multipliers. So it'll be like plus 10 to the multiplier for every spade that's played. Yada yada yada. Stuff like that.
Do love a yada yada.
Is there any non-52 deck cards in this game or anything? So you literally could just sit down with a deck of 52 and just play this game?
But there are like things on cards that are like you can put like a lucky card, which it gives like a 1 in 4 chance of it adding 20 to the multiplier when it's played. And then, but you get different decks. If you win runs, you win different decks. So like the first deck is just a standard like 52 card deck. Another deck is it's made up of all spades and hearts. So like flushes and straight flushes are easier, you know?
Sebastian, you should be excited for this. This is like baby's first gambling addiction.
Nah.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be like,
It's
"Hey
just
man."
solitaire.
Next time he's gonna be like, "Hey man, when are we gonna go play cards again?
I wish.
I want to get that flush."
I wish you would do that.
Yeah.
Could play poker with me. You're playing solitaire, dude. You're playing a video
Hey,
game.
you know what though? You gotta take it for what it's worth. He now knows what a flush is.
I've always known what they are.
Did you?
I've always known what the hands are. Yeah.
Did you?
I play Yahtzee.
Oh yeah, what's a 4 of a kind?
Yahtzee is.
4 of a kind is 2 pairs of the same card.
Do you know what beats what now in a standard poker hand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's better, a straight or a full house?
A full house.
Oh, good boy. What's a full house?
3 of something and 2 of the other.
Okay.
Come on now.
All right.
What's better, 2 pairs or 3 of a kind?
3 of a kind.
Wow.
Come on now.
Good job.
All right, you in the comments, who you decide. is his thing BS? Does it not count? Does he need to comment a different highlight based on?
I'll just say
comments?
the other one then when it comes if
Horizon Zero Dawn is my favorite. Wait, it's the video game, not the board game. I've never played the board game, but I imagine it's probably pretty good.
But like Slay the Spire,
But you
But
gotta
you
play
haven't
the
played
you
it.
gotta play
You
the board
haven't
game
played it.
though.
they're both deck builders.
You
Nah.
gotta play the game though.
It's got to be in real life. Even if you played a physical game solo by yourself, if you literally grabbed a 52 card deck and played actual solitaire by yourself on a table, I would count that more than you playing on the computer.
Dude, solitaire
Crazy.
plays?
You gotta, and
Log 'em on
I don't
BGG?
even count BGA plays.
Yeah.
I don't even track them. Less. I don't even. They don't exist. To me.
Wah, 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 wah.
Do you want to
Alright.
replace what you said or no? And let the comments make fun of you.
Fuck it, I guess.
Okay. I don't know. I guess for what?
It's SETI. It's
Okay.
SETI. That's
We peer pressured him into it.
that's my board game contribution. SETI.
Whee!
Amazing game. Just came
I
out.
was like, you're just gonna stop there.
That's it. There's enough content
just
out
go.
there. You guys know how he feels about it.
Space exploration, point salad game. What can't you do in it? You
Aliens?
can scan. There's find aliens. You can probe. You
Fine
can,
aliens.
Yeah, you can land on planets. You can orbit planets.
I'm gonna put the little sus.
You can gain
Sound there.
tech. Fucking the bomb
Yeah.
booms.
Boom, boom, boom.
SETI. That's What an amazing game. What a great game. It's so good. I've played it so many times.
How many plays are you up to now?
5.
It's good. We're the same amount of plays.
I guess.
Have we played every time with each other?
No.
How many wins do you have?
1.
Sweet.
I have 0.
Hmm.
That's great. How many do you have? Idiot bitch.
3 for 3.
I have to. You pissed.
None of your wins have been 4
You
player.
got me so frazzled that I
I'll say.
have to go.
Yes,
and
they have.
censor.
No, they haven't.
Yes, my first one and the second one were both 4 player.
We didn't end at 4 player.
Huh?
Oh, that's true.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
no,
we
that
just
was
played
yeah, we
4 player
did.
today.
We played 4 player today.
Yeah.
The first one with Jewel and Rich. Oh, Rich left that one. He did, didn't he?
Jewel left it.
Was it Jewel who
Yeah.
left it? No.
No,
had to
Rich
take
wasn't
a
there.
call.
No,
Jules-
we finished her hand for her, though.
of
She
Seti?
was there. We
Yeah,
finished
that'll-
that
that'll
one. That
count.
does count. It was literally the last action that she was able to take, and she's like, "Yep, that's fine."
That'll count.
Yeah, and then the other one, did we play? Yeah, it was 4 player, wasn't it? The other one, yeah, because it was you, me, and who was
Oh,
the
yeah,
fourth?
that's right.
Yeah, it's
Whatever.
Jewel again.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
yeah,
that was a different one.
3 4 player games. Just saying.
All right, so SETI is also Kevin's highlight.
I have different ones. But it is a good game. I enjoy it.
Are you all done?
Lame ass fucking
All right, go ahead.
win.
All right, so I want to
I
do.
win fucking 3 times.
Stop. I have to put so many bleeps in here.
So my highlight, I wanted to be Minos, Dawn of the Bronze Age, but we didn't get to finish it. We sat down to play it, and I didn't do the timing very well on how long it was going to take to play the game, and I forgot about the whole teaching. So we had a 5th player showing up later that day, and I wasn't going to make that player hang out for would have been 2 hours for the second half of the game.
Oh, dang.
Well, we're just, you know how it is with a new game. Everyone's still figuring it out and playing through it and whatnot.
Yeah,
So,
you add like an hour and a half
yeah.
for the play.
Yeah. So we did not get to finish it. So I'd love to be able to say that was the highlight. But what we did play was really fun. Really enjoyed it. But I'll give it to another board and dice game that's been sitting on my shelf for a minute. It doesn't really feel like a board and dice game, but I'm going to give it to Nightmare Cathedral. Yeah, I'm going to butcher this dude's name, but this was a Kickstarter, and the game is based on the art of Zdzislaw Beksinski. He's a Holocaust survivor. He was born in 1935, so
You
he
can't
was
say that while I'm still laughing
Yeah,
at
that's
your
what I'm saying.
But while I'm still laughing at his pronunciation, he's saying that. Oh, come on.
Anyway, he's a Holocaust survivor, and he
He says that
painted
with the subtitles. People screenshot me and you laughing. They're messed up, man.
surrealist art, dystopian future type stuff, weird, really like crazy art. That's I guess pretty famous now. But the designers built a game around it, and it's a little bit very curious about like whether or not like a game that was literally built around a theme was going to be any good or not, right? Because that's of course like the biggest risk if you focus exclusively on the theme, especially the theme that is just interesting art.
Yeah.
Right.
And very different from anything out there.
Yeah, so I did think it was pretty good. Has a lot of elements of area control, like kind of like these little missions you're trying to accomplish, these dreams. Not a terribly complex game. You also had like an interesting action selection mechanism where you've got 5 different actions you can take, and you can't take one from an adjacent spot. And then when you come off the action, you go into a nighttime area. And while you're in those nighttime areas, as other players are taking their actions, everyone is playing not simultaneously, but everyone else's turns will affect yours because every time they take an action, you can either conform or dissent to it. So you're always getting a little bit of something going on, which I know some people don't like. Because
kind of like a follow.
Yes, it's exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's literally conform is a stronger version, but you have to be adjacent to that person's action token on the track.
Okay.
And then dissent, you can always dissent, but you have to dissent if you're not adjacent. And so it's really cool because everyone starts out with the 5 basic actions that has the action that you're taking, the conform action, and then dissent action. And then throughout the game, you can actually upgrade those actions. So you end up with an asymmetric setup for each player, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting design, interesting concept. I'm not saying it's the best or most amazing game or anything like that, but I thought it was interesting. The artwork, of course, is very compelling. It's an interesting story, and apparently there's a lot of people out that don't really like the game, but I don't think it deserves that. I think it's actually a good, solid game. I think it's got a lot of credit for it, and because there are a lot of people who just don't really care for it, apparently you can get the Kickstarter edition for pretty cheap.
Like demand is not that high.
Exactly. So definitely worth giving a shot. Give it a look.
All right. Back to you, so you can fix your mistake.
He already did. Said he.
That's true. I forgot about that. Okay. Back to me. My highlight for this, time period is going to be Red Dust Rebellion. It's a GMT game designed by somebody on their team, and I can't remember his name. It's not Gene Billingsley, though, because that's the Mr. President guy. Red Dust Rebellion is about 4 different factions who are vying for essentially control of Mars. You have the Martian government, who is trying to, keep Mars under the government rule. You have the Earth government, who is being used to help influence things in ways for either the Mars government or the corporation faction. So it's an interesting power dynamic with who the Earth government will support. Will it support the Martian government, or will it be supporting the corporation based off of events that come out, based off of player actions and stuff like that? There's a little meter that moves back and forth. You also have the 2, and those are both the government factions, I guess you'd call them. The other side, you have the coin factions. Yeah, the counterinsurgency factions. Then you have the 2 rebel factions, who are the...
No, that is not a board game term. I will put my foot down on this.
The red, it's a coin is like a penny.
No, coin counterinsurgency is a geopolitical term.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's literally an entire board game series called the Coin series.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and it's based off of
It says
real life
on the ball.
counterinsurgencies. Yeah, we literally have a whole doctrine called coin doctrine.
I'm pretty sure it calls them the coin factions in the game. Anyways,
Yeah, they are, because they're counterinsurgency factions.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. He said that it's a board game term. Coin is not a board game term.
These beige ass games anyway. I don't care.
This one has a little bit of color. Come on.
Okay,
It
red.
has slightly different shades of red.
This is dust.
Some lighter, some darker.
This is clay.
It honestly
This is
reminded me
dirt.
of Dune a little bit.
Yeah, like sorry to
You're
cut
good,
you
you're
off.
good, you're good.
If I understood it, I bet I would like it. I did not get it
Hey, you
at
know,
all.
recognize your bias. That's solid.
So
I
there are
did
two
not
shades.
understand the game at all.
Is it just not root? Is it basically just root? but,
No,
like in space.
No.
No. Okay.
So there are two rebel factions. They are the Church of the Reclaimer.
The Fremen.
They're basically the Fremen. And then you have what I was, the Red Dust Rebellion,
Wait,
which
what was
is
the other one called? The Church of the what?
Reclaimers.
Oh, Reclaimers.
Yeah. And then the other faction is called the Red Dust Rebellion, which is like the name.
Titulary clan.
I hate that word.
Also not a board game term.
What, titular?
Yeah.
Why would it be?
I'm just giving
Oh,
Dwayne shit.
But I was them, and so the game is basically each of those factions has a different win condition, and there's a deck of cards that are the event cards. In any round, you'll have a current event that dictates turn order for the round, and has two events for any of the four factions to do. But but there is a limit in that the government factions, only one of them can do the event, and the rebel factions, only one of them can do the event in any given round. So if one of them does event in a round, which sometimes you're not even playing around, you're getting skipped just based off of things that happened where you become ineligible to even play a turn. But anyways, the event deck is the timer, and there's 3 win checking cards that come out. And somehow I was able to sprawl out. So the Red Dust Rebellion, their win condition is to make the general population support them as much as possible and get a bunch of bases out to where you can push your support number plus bases to a certain number. And then when you're at the condition and that event comes out is when you check the win conditions. And I got really lucky and I think I was supposed to get hit a lot more than I was. And I also just got lucky with like some die rolls and stuff. But basically that first card, the first win condition check came up and no one could stop me. And so when it became the current event, I just won the game. And that was it. The game that it was supposed to be like 4 hours ended up taking like 1 after an hour teach.
Really?
Yeah. And we boxed it up and I'll probably never play it again because I won it, and I'll just leave it at perfectly undefeated.
Is it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you own it? Is it yours?
No, it was I think it was Trick Taker Derek.
Okay.
But anyways, I do really like the game, and I'm glad I got to play it. I don't know if I would, need to own it myself, but definitely I'd like to play it again, try a different faction. But that's mine.
Meaty grippers.
I feel that's
Like a
that's
child?
not- no, that's not bad. I actually feel. Hold on, let's go hand in hand. I palm to palm. Yeah, that's not so bad.
Maybe you have small hands for a
Yeah,
big fella.
you got small hands for a big guy. I feel like you should dwarf the shit out of me.
Is that slang for something? You want to dwarf me?
Dwarf me, daddy.
Anyways,
More stuff to cut.
now
out.
we're going to move
I
on
wish that was the
to...
only thing smaller than I was supposed to.
Now we're going to move on to our topic for the pod. And that is going to be everything that we're excited for in gaming for the year of 2025.
What if we celebrate the Jewish calendar?
I don't know when those days start.
It's like 5,000. It's like year 5,400 something, or I don't know. It's a lot.
Relevant to board gaming,
Yeah.
the Chinese New Year
Yeah.
starts January 29th,
Mm-hmm.
Year of the Snake.
Oh boy.
Damn.
So if you guys
boy.
want a pet snake, hit me up. Okay, I got a few babies. Ready to get out the door.
All right.
Aside from that, the Year of the Snake starts on Kenzie's birthday.
Oh wow.
Yep, and
That's
I'm not
great.
going to dox her, so you will not know her birthday
That's what we call a coinkadink.
Wait.
here right now. It takes extra effort for them to Google it. Okay,
Not really. Hey Siri, what day does Chinese New Year start?
Is she talking? Oh, okay.
No, she could be.
You have
No,
an
she
iPhone?
didn't pick. Yeah,
Lame.
you don't.
No. Anyways.
Green bubble people.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to strike you. Jesus. Domestic violence. Okay. Yeah, so all the things we're excited for. I'll just start with stuff with the channel. So as you guys saw, I just uploaded the first ever like one-off video for the gaming stuff in the channel, and that was the top 10 of last year video that I did. Surprise, surprise. These fellas will be also adding on to that. So
That wasn't the first ever.
was it not?
We've done trivia videos. We did the one where we were chasing and like looking for stuff in boxes and
I'm
stuff.
gonna delete that one.
You can't. No.
It's in the archives.
Why?
Archive.
Hate you. Whatever.
Unless you go back right now and watch it and comment and say, leave this here.
Delete the history
one
to
week.
make your statement factual.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
I'll mold the world.
What's that
my
website?
truth.
The time machine one where you can go back.
Wayback?
The Wayback machine. Yeah.
That's
always
pretty
gonna
cool.
Be there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. At any
Um,
rate.
At any rate, all that to say that I really do want to get back, or not back. I want to get back into making videos, as in getting a consistent schedule for the pod and doing some more one-off videos, because one of my resolutions is to upload more than I did last year, which if you go ahead and look at our total videos is like 30 some episodes of the pod plus a few like extra videos. Battle of the Games was quite a bit of games.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of review videos.
That's 19 videos plus the intro and the outro. So
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. So pretty good amount of videos there to beat this year. So, but I'm hoping that we can do it. And that's probably my biggest thing for the year. What do you guys, are you guys interested in doing more content stuff, more one-offs?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be curious to see what you have in mind.
I have a couple ideas, and some of them will rely on you. What's the thing?
Only you can prevent forest fires?
No,
I
the
don't
Uncle
know.
Sam thing.
Oh,
We want you.
yeah.
We want you to join the board and scale force.
And he's like,
What a stupid thing.
Board and
What
scale
a
force.
stupid idiot
with
thing.
the,
The
dumbass
board
top
and
hat on.
scale.
Yeah, with the top hat and the mini beard right here.
Yeah, what's a group of snakes called?
I
A
don't know.
slink.
A slither? No.
A ball, a nest, or a slither?
Yeah, I said that one.
Oh.
That's
Also
funny.
a den, a pit, a bed, or even a nest. Okay, so
No, that's dumb. Those are
We
just
can only call
words
them
for
our ne-
things where they congregate.
we call them our nestlings.
Nah,
That's gross.
that's like a hatchling.
Yeah.
So
Our den buddies.
I think a
slithers.
slither is the
den
best.
butters. Yeah, but what are they? Like if
The
this
slithers.
is there are slithers.
It's a slither of snakes.
I know that's not my point. Like if this is the board and scale podcast, like the people who watch the podcast, like are fans or whatever, like what are they called? Like
Scales.
Snakes. There are serpents.
so fucking boring.
The scalies.
I mean, it is a little bit boring. The vipers, we can be
my
fun.
God.
The cobras,
the tongue.
yeah.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, all right.
You
Okay.
really like Ben Stiller, don't you? He's from that age, so from that era of movies where
From that age.
making fun of the mentally unwell was funny, you know. I myself, of course, am not supportive of that kind of humor here on the Board and Scale podcast. I would never even suggest such a thing. My comrade here would agree. Isn't that right?
Never mind. I was gonna say something.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
My
Just
beep, beep.
a permutation of the word comrade.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully you didn't see our mouths when we just
No.
did that just now.
Why don't you guess in the comments?
Yeah, guess what slur he just said? Quietly. Quietly? Anyways, all of our lovely slithers. The videos thing is something we're really excited about. Gaming wise is getting really close and it's getting really near. Kalamala is
yeah.
on its way.
Is it on its way? Because they didn't do the pledge manager until like a month or two ago.
You're right. That the pledge manager is like still in the works.
Yeah,
I think
I don't think it's.
I think they're working on closing it soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute.
What else am I thinking of then? That's
I
on the
don't
way.
know. Lots of stuff.
But it'll be coming soon. Perch is on the way, so I'm finally excited to get that one. Oh, Darkest Doom. I've been waiting for that game for like now 3 years, I'm pretty sure. But they just said, hey, here's some more samples of the molds. And we're working on like finalizing things. They did have some errors apparently that they are going to go back and fix. But then after that, they're pretty much done. Rule books are pretty much. He just took a picture of my little brown wiener.
Or a tan wiener.
It's so cute.
You have to send that to me so I can put it on the screen and not get whatever it's called, age gated.
Nope, just for me.
Yeah. Any specific games?
Yes.
Balatro 2.
Shut the. I think it's January, maybe February.
This month right
but
now,
I want to say
currently
it's
is
January.
yeah.
Is Critter Kitchens.
Oh.
Is that
I want to
shipping already?
I want to say
I-
it's.
It's overcooked?
I want to say it's either.
You're high as a kite, bro.
I want to say it's February, maybe then.
Watch, it's already on my doorstep. I get so I don't know about you. I get at this point, I get like emails like, "Hey, you're getting a delivery." And I'm like, I don't even know what it is, because they just give you a UPS number, and you're like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least
the
put the like company
dumbest thing
put
on
the
it.
company name on it.
Well, it's
who
it's
coming from.
problematic now too, because like even if they do give you a company name, it's the company who's doing the distribution for it.
Yeah.
So you're like,
you see
oh.
Quartermaster.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, well, that's useless.
I will say though, I kind of like Quartermaster. I like how much they have, kind of taken over the fulfillment part. I feel
They
like
do a
I've
good
never had a
job.
bad package
I think
from
they do.
them,
Yeah, I think they do a good job.
which feels pretty good.
Updates, Critter
Quartermaster,
Kitchen.
if you're watching, sponsor.
Seasons.
I don't know what would the deal be like if you were a publisher. Use this sponsor code and you'll get $50 off any $50,000 bulk shipping order. I don't think that was that funny. Okay.
You can play Critter Kitchen on Tabletop Simulator if you hate your life.
Wow, you want to play tabletop silly? Wow, do you want to grab your mouse and simulate your hand grabbing a piece without the finite control that you have of your hand?
All right, so in November production was finished, and then
Wow.
December update they didn't do any
Wow.
shipping updates. So you're gonna be a
Which
gonna be a
one
minute.
singular Kickstarter of the 54 you have incoming are you excited for?
You mean like 80?
Okay,
5?
84. Oh my gosh. I just said the numbers backwards.
So I think probably the one I'm most excited for is a game I've actually already played, and that's Food Chain Magnate. All the deluxe, upgraded, whatnot, and everything. I think it's gonna have amazing table presence. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, with
Like,
all the upgrades and
I haven't-
diversified stuff.
I haven't asked to play it since we played it, however long ago,
I guess
because
Critter
like
Kitchens
when it
is
comes, like I know it's gonna what?
Hmm?
What? Critter Kitchen? Huh? Critter Kitchen is a good one too. I don't want to say I'm not as looking forward to it because I don't really know how much different it's gonna be than Flamecraft. It's basically the same thing.
Is it the same? Is it the same people? Why'd you buy it?
Have you
Have you seen it? It's cute as hell.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess other ones I'll throw out there are Ada's Dream, Galactic Cruise, and those are both I feel like very heavy Euro style ones. Oh, and what's the orchestra one?
Louver.
Luthier.
Yeah, that one.
The Louvre.
The Louvre. Well, I was thinking of Lacrimosa. I was like, that's not right because that's right here. Yeah, Luthier.
Look at his face. He's
Bro, that music hits, dude.
he just went.
Yeah. So those are three. I think they all have similar vibes for me. So I think all three of those are contenders.
Definitely
definitely
good.
excited.
Galactic Cruise. It is very Vital Lacerda-esque, and I swear when I saw it at the demo table, I forgot where. PAX last year? I don't know. But when I saw it at the demo table, I was like, "Oh my gosh, is that another Eagle Griffin / Lacerda joint? Lacerda collab? Eagle Griffin Lacerda collab? Anyways,
Art by Ito Tool.
They needed 2 tables just to put
yeah,
it on.
yeah. Basically, it's not. It's another company called Kinsinki Games.
What?
I think I think it says they took inspiration from Lacerda.
I have no doubt. What's the name of the company?
Kinsinki.
Oh, okay.
Did I say it too fast?
No, yeah, I was like, who? Kensington. I have no idea. So yes,
but yeah, that does look really cool. I do feel like, it weirdly reminds me of Wall-E, and like the people on the ship, on that cruise ship. Have you seen Wall-E?
no,
Oh, he's never seen Wall-E.
I don't like movies.
The
about...
Galactic Cruise, the space boat. It just reminds me of the big space boat in Wall-E
because it's
that they live on.
Oh.
That's it. I'm gonna put the two pictures up here, and you tell me if you think that they look similar, if I'm out of my mind. But I'm pretty excited about that one. We have FlingCon coming up. I don't know.
I don't have any plans for it right now.
Kev Andreas is not planning on FlingCon because he only likes playing games with us.
That's actually mostly true.
And are you going? No, Dwayne is not going.
Dwayne and I are going to hang out together and play
they're
games.
gonna play
I've got
together.
another con.
Oh, he's going to another Kanban.
Oh, is it the one with
the Kanban con?
is the one with the,
You would go
furries?
so hard there.
It's an anime con.
furry
San
con?
Japan?
Kawakan.
Oh, not Ecchi Con,
No.
Ecchi Fest, whatever. Ecchi, I don't know how to say it. But
Etchy.
don't Google it, okay? Not in front of your kids.
Not in
But
front of
I
your
am going to be at
parents.
FlingCon. For those of you who are FlingConning, I plan on making an itinerary of games for the. Was that funny? You want to fling with me? If you want to come fling with me, I'm going to be making an itinerary of games. And I'll probably put out a list at some point to be like a sign up thing, like, hey, these are all the games I'm playing with like general times, so people want to play the games that I like, because that's why I'm going, so that I can play the games that I like. And if you happen to match up with one of those games, then I'd love to play. So I'm pretty excited to not sit at a table alone, hopefully with a game set up and no one who wants to play. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's pretty exciting.
It's this month, isn't it?
That's this month.
What weekend is it?
Not this next one, but the one after.
So the weekend of the 18th?
No. Yes. No, it's this one. It's the weekend before
25th?
the birthday. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the 25th, 26th,
Oh, hey, no.
24.
Okay.
It's that weekend. If you're a San Antonio local and you have somehow you watching this podcast and have never heard of FlingCon,
Are there still
look it
tickets?
I think there's still tickets. Yeah.
I would like to get it on their bazaar. That's probably like the one thing that I think would be really good. Just
bazaar?
to be able to go sit up at the bazaar.
It's really nice. I did email them early this time around to say like, hey, can I bring 30 games to try and sell there? Very cool thing. You can just bring your games, and they have like a little market area that they have monitors at who kind of like, not that anyone is untrustworthy, but just kind of making sure that things are staying where they're supposed to be and people are not grabbing stuff and putting it down somewhere and mixing up people's games, and just kind of helping facilitate when sales need to happen, I guess. But
They said that, I think they said they're advertising. They have like already 1,000 games.
in the bazaar,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So that might be a little bit of saturation, but maybe I'll just wait for the next Black Potion one or something.
I'll be there too probably because I doubt I'll sell everything.
Yeah.
Although I'm really pricing everything to go this
Yeah.
time.
That's fair.
If
If it's been sitting around, it's time. You gotta move it.
So I'll probably have everything at like whatever I see, like the price on like the used marketplace. I'm just gonna
Half
chop
it.
that in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're just sitting in my garage right now, and I don't want that. I don't want them to sit in there for a long time. So
Did you say what your game you're looking forward to the most is? Oh yeah, you just did.
yeah, Critter Kitchen.
Critter Kitchen.
Yeah.
In February, maybe.
I am excited to get Pampero.
On the table.
table.
Yeah.
It's another.
What is this?
It's
a
like-
Kickstarter?
It's like Luthier, but it like isn't. It looks like
was not the answer to his question.
Was
I
this a
said yeah.
Kickstarter?
as in like it looks like a Eagle Griffin Lacerda, but it is not. It is not Eagle Griffin nor Lacerda.
Okay.
Big ass box. Like fuck. But it looks really cool.
What's the theme?
Renewable energy.
Yep, wind farms.
You're putting up.
Is it competitive?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why would you even ask?
I say that because most games that are like ecologically focused and whatnot end up being cooperative because like,
Or like
the moral of the story is that we only win when we work together.
I do think
You sounded
CO2.
like Socko from the Bo Burnham special.
I think CO2 is semi-cooperative.
Is that the one?
That's the Lacerda.
Well,
CO
hey, what was that awful game that we played where you were trying to like do the save the earth or whatever, but like it was one of those things like one person could make everybody lose. Do you remember that? We played it with Enrique like a year ago plus or whatever. It's your game.
One Earth.
Earthborn Rangers?
One Earth. something
One
like
Earth.
Oh.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That title
Yeah,
just...
it was bad. It was a bad game.
Did you get rid of it?
that. I wasn't going to. I mean, we weren't going to play it again, so.
You did get rid of it?
Yeah.
Where? Sell it? You just throw it away? Eat it? Recycle
He's
it?
being so secretive about
I know,
this.
right? Tell us your secrets.
It's gone.
To where?
I don't believe him. It's just in
No,
his,
it's in his.
he still plays it.
collection.
He plays it solo by himself.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
I'm gonna save it off by
you
myself.
Can't tell people you have a 500 game collection if you don't have 500 games. So he keeps them.
I know. That's why. Crazy, man.
It's the numbers. It's the numbers.
Yeah. Dwayne's game limit is how much he can carry at one time. So
1 pound per game. Every pound he can deadlift is 1 game he's allowed to own. So over 700. You got some work to do. You got some games to buy.
But it looks really cool though, because you got like these. You got these little like these little wooden
Windmills.
windmill
windmill.
tokens, and then you've got like transformers and batteries, and there's
Do
an
you have Optimus Prime,
yeah.
Megatron.
Mm-hmm. It's the expansion.
Sweet.
Smasher.
But there's an expansion where you save the wildlife too.
Oh,
You can build nature reserves.
That's the
and-
only reason you bought that game. You probably saw. Printed Meeple probably posted this thing and said, "We have new stuff available." And he probably saw a little expansion box. Didn't even read the title. He saw an animal on it and was like, "What that for?" Oh, that's the expansion for the Pampero game. He goes, "Put them both in the bag." Ring them up.
They come with little deer meeples.
Deerples.
Yeah.
Deeples.
Deerples.
My
Deeples.
peoples, no. You step on. Oh my gosh.
That's cool. That's cool.
What's it about?
2-player boards too. It's got 2.
Wow. Why?
It's like one where you play a mat where you play your cards,
Oh.
and then
Each player has 2-player boards.
yeah, a mat where you play your cards, and then a board that you set like income tokens in, and it's like a big like grid.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really cool.
All right.
I'm excited to see how
Be interesting.
it goes.
Very cool.
Playing that tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, so you guys missed a little bit of it, but Kevin found something.
Yeah. It's adorable as hell. Do you want me to save this?
You have to save that picture and
All
send
right,
it to
so
me.
I can send it to you.
That's really good.
Yeah. Make sure I can save these. Save photo. All right. Are they saved? They are saved. All right, cool. So,
I'll put them on the screen when you say
yeah.
it.
So this is on the Board Game Geek Facebook page. Somebody had a custom wingspan card made, and it is a picture of 2 penguins, and the name of the card is their 2 names, and it's a proposal, and the card says, when activated, agree to marry the player across from you. Continue to play board games together for the rest of your life. That's
Very epic and super kawaii.
so what we're trying to figure out, though. I think the real intellectual inquiry here is how do you get that out there, right? Because like the obvious thing is that like
This is just a you and them game.
yeah,
It's
absolutely,
2-player.
it's a 2-player game. So like, do you You shuffle all the
A
cards. You
third
got yours
random.
on separate, right? And then you like slide it on the top, so it's like one of the first ones in the offering. Or do you deal it to them, like secretly find a way to like deal it to them as you're putting out the cards or whatever, so that they have it in their opening hand? Like, how do you want them to discover the card? Because they're gonna because that's it, right? Like,
Oh,
they
I didn't
discover
think
the.
about that.
Think about this, because you have to discover the card. Like, you will see the card, you'll be like, "Oh, that's the card," because it's a when activated card. So not only do you have to play the bird,
It'd be really
then
funny,
you have to activate it.
really
Now,
funny. They're like streaming. He's like streaming because he wants it to be recorded, right?
Yeah.
He like, the card is maybe marked or something. He's like, oh, she drew it, right?
Yeah.
She draws the card, says nothing. Her next turn, she activates a row of cards, and it's like, discard a card for 2 eggs. And she's like,
It's like draw a card if its wingspan is less than 50 centimeters. It's like
to get eaten.
yeah.
She doesn't even look at the
just
rest of
draws
the
his
card.
hand, just sees the wingspan. Oh,
Yeah.
No. He's saying like you're saying like if it's accidental. He's saying if she like reads it, understands it, and then it's
Yeah.
like
And pretends that
tuck.
and just like not even tuck. She's discarding it for an egg.
and then like the end of the game's nearing, and like he grabs the deck and he's just like,
Did you see this? 3-hour long live stream of people waiting. What did she see it? Did she say?
and then she's just like, I
They
did,
mute the stream and they just
and she's like, it wasn't worth any points.
oh, was it
Hold
not
on.
worth
I
any
didn't
points?
I gotta look.
it didn't
I
go
gotta
towards
look.
my
I think it was
bonus
like
card.
3 or something.
No,
Oh, there's no
there's
point amount on
no
there.
points on it. It's one feather. Once it's a nest,
Oh,
star
that's
nest,
1
and
point.
an egg. Yeah, it's 1 point. 1 point. She's like, dude, 3. She's like, no food cost. That's not bad.
I said, yeah, but it didn't go towards my bonus goal.
Yeah, she's like, yeah. It's like I
don't know,
needed
it's
big
got a
birds.
star nest is kind of.
Nah,
The
she's-
star nest kind of big for free.
That's pretty good.
yeah.
She would really have to see it and make the choice to throw it away. Yeah.
That's
When did
fine.
this expansion come in?
Or she puts it out, never activates the row. Because
Yep.
that says when activated.
Exactly. Yeah. Makes a
know?
choice. She's like, I'm just never activating it. She's like, no, she baits him. She puts it out. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like saves it to the very end.
Quietly like, oh, I saw it, by the way.
If you're watching this, you guys
I
are
told you I was moving overseas. I can't do this.
adorable. That's great.
Yeah. That's amazing.
They're not going to
Other
see
things to look forward to
know
in
what?
2025.
it. Nate and Sam watching our video.
Get married.
Yeah. Getting
Oh.
married. Yeah. Meeting somebody, falling in love, playing board games for the rest of our lives.
Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna say it on here.
What?
Never mind.
What? Come on.
I'll wait till after.
No.
He'd be like,
Oh,
oh,
you-
I want
you
to get
can-
married. I want to get married so bad.
You can cut. You know what? I just won't say the name. How about that?
Okay,
I can
sure.
tell you who it is after.
Do you want to
One of my
split that?
friends was telling me how they are on a dating site, right?
Yeah.
And they're getting matches and matches,
So it's a woman.
and they're like, they'll be talking. Well, this was one instance. They were like, I was talking to this person, and I was talking, and it was going well. And then I snapped a picture of what I was doing, and we were playing board games. Immediately blocked.
It's
And I was like,
it's a guy that's telling the story.
I was like, oh,
No
That
girl
is
says.
unfortunate,
No
yeah.
girl says. I was talking to this person. It was going like really, really good. Like
Oh, it's just funny because you said getting matches, and that's just not how it usually goes for the guys.
it depends.
Yeah, no, it's fair. No, you get some matches, but you just don't get them. You made it sound like you're getting a lot of matches, but
Kev
no, that
over
is
here like,
100%.
oh my gosh, that person's getting matches. Wow.
Because you know why? Because
do that?
I advertise. I'm not on any of the sites right now or any of the apps, but when I am
Right now,
not right now, not this very instant. Hold on, no,
not
no.
physically
Not
on
physically swiping as we speak. I always lead with that. It's always a big thing. Like, hey, this is a thing. Because like, I don't want to waste my time if you don't have any interest. Get out of here. Waste. It's a waste.
Sorry, we're looking at our crooked fingers.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I've heard that Grindr is a good place. The G stands for games, gaming. So it's like Tinder, but
games rock in.
no, it's just like Tinder, except the G is for gaming and gamers. So like,
Yeah.
people who like games.
You like and you like games that you have to grind out your points.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, people who are very dedicated achievement hunter type.
Hey, look, if
Gamers.
farmers and everyone else and under the sun can have their own
Farmers only, Christian mingle.
Black people meet.
What about black people meat?
You said that's so matter of fact.
Black people meet.
Pointedly.
No, there isn't. Isn't
That's
there
a
a
thing.
isn't there a nerd one?
You have one of those.
Isn't there a generic nerd one?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I know there's one for like celebrities called Raya. You have to apply to get on it.
Oh, because they have to verify that you have like an
That you're-
IMDb profile or you have a Spotify
Yeah,
page
basically.
or something like that or whatever you gotta be.
Yeah. There's a
You
girl
can't
up.
just fucking hit up. You're a celebrity, bro. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's because it's what all the single celebrities are on when they're trying to, do fancy stuff, I guess.
And how do you know who's this? I don't know. I don't know anything about that world and I don't care.
I don't know either. I will say, this will be the last thing since it's not what this podcast is about. There's a podcast that I watch that they have like 100-something thousand followers, and the girl not able to get on there. She's been rejected like 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a celebrity. 100,000? That's chump change.
Well, it's like
Dude, there are board game pages
What's
that
like-
have more than that.
LA influencer,
No,
like
100,000? That's chump change, dude. Million. Minimum.
I can get on there.
Seriously. No, not streams. Followers.
yeah, like subscribers.
And TikTok don't count.
Oh, it's not followers, subscribers.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah. But still, that's even like Dice Tower has 550,000. You gonna get Tom Vassell on
But that is he could.
No, he
you know?
couldn't.
If he got divorced from his wife and left all 7 of his kids,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how many kids he has. I'm just throwing a number out there, but
I think.
Yeah.
I think he could do it.
What does it take? What does it take?
Yeah.
Curious.
Any Raya administrators that are in the chat,
Because we know there
Is
are
this
no
real chat?
Raya users.
Is this real chat?
Yeah.
That was a huge tangent
Yeah.
from that,
Yep.
the cute
Cute
proposal thing.
Yeah.
You could also probably just go on Gamecrafter, steal a couple images.
To make it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I
I'm
don't
sure
think
that's what
that-
they did.
And I don't think that in that case, Stonemeyer or Jamie would be like,
I would.
oh, you're copyright infringing.
Well, especially for a game like that, you could probably email Jamie and be like, "Hey, brother,"
Is this cool?
and
I
he'd
get
probably
some-
be like, "Absolutely!" Like,
Yeah, can I
actually, let
use-
me. Yeah, he may even have like prototyping stuff. And he'd be like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna send you my prototype guy. They literally got everything built."
He's gonna upload a video. Of my
Well,
50.
so
things, boom,
so
boom,
what
boom.
gets me on that card, why I think they might have Stonemeyer maybe did a little special thing for them was it's textured.
Yeah.
Like the wing.
It's
fan.
the linen finish. Yeah.
Oh, that's
whatever.
what it is.
Yeah, I think it's the linen finish or whatever. But I mean, it looks exactly like it. I mean, it's like to a T. So it would not surprise me in the least if they work together.
Yeah.
Which that wouldn't surprise me from a guy like.
He'll make a
Jamie.
video.
He seems.
My
like
favorite mechanism.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Aww.
My favorite marriage mechanism. No. I don't know. Wow, how you would what? Because he has that title for his videos. My favorite deck building, mechanism, mechanic, whatever, and it'll like have a game when he talks about it.
Sure. Yeah.
What's your favorite mechanism?
Ooh. If I knew how they were categorized, I could probably narrow it down.
Oh my gosh. It's
I
funny you
remember-
mentioned that.
What?
There's a book. So when I was at the wargame design course, it's an encyclopedia of wargame terminology. Yes. And
He said the word.
it is
Oh, like coin.
it breaks it down by like these are the different ways like games by categories like turn structure, like all the different ways that turn structure can be done, right? Like area control, movement mechanisms, all of these different things. So the encyclopedia is a big book, big old thick thing, and it just breaks it down and then provides examples, and then also provides examples of games that employ those mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool, super nerdy, and we like they're unfortunately it's like $120 for a hard copy. So
Damn.
because it's not something that the average person is going to
Yeah,
buy.
it's
not
like
from
small
mass
batch,
market.
small batch
Exactly.
publishing.
So, but I am absolutely considering buying a copy.
I still think it's crazy. Engine building is not on BGG.
Engine building.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's because
it in itself
They
is
also-
not a mechanism.
It is made by other mechanisms, right? Like
Correct.
tableau building, because you
Correct.
build your tableau, and that's how you build your engine. Your player board, I don't know. I don't even know what you do, right? The tableau thing is the easiest thing to say because of like terraforming.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Like, and I've complained about it too. But
It should be a grand
Knowing-
thing. It would encompass so much.
knowing more about like again, like you start to break down like engine building can be done different ways, right?
Like Clank. Deck building is, I feel like, a form of engine building. No?
They have deck building and bag building,
It's
and a third one in its own thing, like
it's bag
together.
deck. Oh yeah, is it?
I,
or is it
I swear
pool?
there's a third thing, and maybe I
there
think it's
is.
pool building,
Yeah, which is a generic way to say
like dice.
Pool building?
dice pools. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, lots of different ways to do it, so it makes sense. But it's one of those things that's it's an interesting way to like. It's a way that we use to think about broader types of games, right?
Maybe. But no one calls terraforming a tableau building game.
I don't think tableau building is also is not a mechanism in that book. And I mean, again, that book is not comprehensive by any stretch or means. Like there might be stuff that like you may have trouble like pigeonholing things into it. But I don't think again like tableau building is not the thing that is not a mechanism, right? The mechanism is I play cards into a tableau, so it's card playing that is actually the mechanism at work there, right?
Okay.
So. Yeah, and then of course if they're static or if you're like, for instance, like set collection, right? The difference between set collection and engine building, the mechanism is actually the same. It's just the outcome and the goal.
Well, I feel like in a set collection too, like collecting sets doesn't benefit you for the rest of the game. It's just you locking something down.
Right, which is what I'm saying. So like that's a condition for the game, right? Like what's the objective?
Yeah.
Right, so it's that's more of a point mechanism rather than anything else.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll get the book and we'll nerd out over it.
That'd be cool. Deep dive into like board game terminology. That'd be cool.
There's a term for people who study board games.
Coin.
Coiners.
Coiners. It's called ludology.
Ludology.
Yeah, ludology, which is really fun because that's really close to Luddites.
Yeah. Which like are people who follow the streamer Ludwig. That's what No, am I wrong? Okay.
Ludwig von Beethoven.
He's a streamer.
Yeah. Twitch. or something.
He's just like that. It's just his face cam.
Just
He's just going,
He actually plays music in a hot tub.
Yep.
Naked.
yeah, in a hot tub. You donate $5 and he'll write your name on his $4,000 violin.
That's cheap.
Yeah, and then he'll play the Among Us on his violin. I don't know how it goes. But let's untangent ourselves and finish off this episode with one more gaming goal for the year.
Gaming goal.
And I'll go first. My gaming goal for the year. I'm not going to be cheap and say play more games than last year. My gaming goal for this year is to win more games than last year. Winning is not everything, but if you know me, I do not win a lot. So,
Do you know what your win percentage was this year?
like 15 or something. I would like to play more games, but that feels like that's always everyone's goal. Like no one ever says, I want to play less games this year.
I want to play
So I want to win more games.
less games better.
I
No,
only
that's stupid.
I only
Like-
want to play
Like I
bigger
always
games.
want to play more.
I only want to play bigger games.
I only want to
Take
play
longer.
games with a printed 30-minute playtime.
All
I guess we'll never.
it's been real. It's been fun.
Yeah. Thanks for
Have a
joining
good
the show.
time.
Just double hand. Say 2 and 1. Goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I actually am going to do the opposite. I never want to play. I don't want to play any games with a printed playtime under 60 minutes.
Yeah. I actually
don't
wanted.
I only want to play games that have a 3-digit number in the time.
I
There you
actually
go.
wanted to say 30 minutes per player on the box. Then I'll be fine with it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
That's
I get
30
you,
minutes
man.
printed on the box. So.
Yeah, but
Per player.
per player
X.
minimum.
Yeah.
And then never play with 2 players because that's real one. I want to.
That wasn't real?
I mean, it's pretty close. I would be happy with that, but that's not true though, because like there have been some gems, right? Like Gnar and Courtesans, right? Panda Heat, right? That are phenomenal games, and I love and enjoy playing them, and they are definitely under an hour. right? So I would not want to deny myself the opportunity. But preferences for long games. But mine is to end 2025 with fewer games in my collection, unplayed games in my collection, than I have at the beginning of the year.
What you got right now?
85.
Oh,
85
Yeah, I think it's 85.
in your collection right now.
That are
And you have 85 more on the way.
unplayed. Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think I have them.
Good luck.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was terrifying too, because a lot of them are games like.
And we are going to be using an entire day this year on Twilight Imperium.
Yep.
That's gone. That day's gone.
Yeah, but like a lot of them are sort of like ISS Vanguard, Etherfields, Tainted Grail 1 and 2, the second half of Nemesis, like all these big games. Well, Nemesis is not a campaign game, but some of these are the big campaign games and stuff. A lot of big box content and things that I've just been like very apprehensive about opening and
Starting.
getting into. Yeah, so that's part of the reason that a lot of those are like that, and I think some of them will stay there. But I'm just trying to become more. I don't want to say assertive, but just be more deliberate about saying, "Hey," because I think Dwayne's really good at this, and I think you're pretty good at it too. I don't think you do as much as Dwayne does, but being like, "I want to play blank. I need 3 other people," right? And then just getting those people and just saying, "Hey, like whatever that is," right? And just being more assertive about being like, "Yeah, I want to play a game." Because we were commenting earlier, I have 301 unique games played in 2024.
Yeah.
And I did a good dent on my shelf of opportunity or whatever, but definitely could have been a lot more if I'd been more been more of an advocate for being like, "Hey, I'd really like to play this." You don't even know what's on my list.
I don't know what's on your list for sure. I don't know if I even cracked triple-digit unique games. I had to have, because 53 of them were new.
Well, you didn't have the pleasure of showing up to Black Potion sometimes, at least once, sometimes 2 a week, with Dwayne just having a box of game or a bag of games that you've never heard of or seen before. And then, especially on small box days, where it was just like, dude, we'd rip through like 5 or 6 small box games over like a 6 or 7 hour period or whatever. And it's fun, right? It's fun to have those kinds of days and whatnot. And like, you just think about that. Oh, there you go. That's 7 of Dwayne's 500 games that we got to play.
Yeah.
I think I was at 300 unique.
300 unique?
I think so.
I'll tell you mine. 108.
Good.
108
That's good.
unique games.
But you got to think too, like I would say probably close to what, like 85 to 90% of your gaming is done here.
Yeah, a lot of mine is here. And I am a little bit of a diva about gaming with my time, and I like to play the games that I want to play when I'm gaming. It's why I don't go to like Black Potion all the time with these guys, because I just know that you guys are open to the group and what the group wants to play, and I want to play my games that I like to play most of the time.
If you do it, they will. Nobody's in the group is like, "I'm not doing this shit."
No, I know, but I don't want to be like, come here and sit for 7 hours and only play my games, I don't know.
Again, this is what I think you have to get comfortable with. Like, if there are games that you want to play and you just say, "Hey, I'm looking for 3 other players. It's a 3-hour, 4-hour game or whatever," you'll probably find people to do that. And I think the difficulty is, so like we have a Discord server, and we have more than like this. There are 4 people, right? It's like 8 or 9 something different people that play at different times. And that's the challenge sometimes, is you get like, I need 3 other players. You get 3 people pretty quick. And then the 4th person who's like, "Oh, I would be interested." And you're like, sorry,
but it
right?
feels mean.
Yeah.
And there's 40 people in the server, and we have, like you said, probably 8 to 10-ish like people who are rotating more consistently. Every now and then you get someone who's like, "Cool, I'll be there," who has not spoken. They just saw one of the like, "Hey, I want to play," and then they'll be like, "Cool, I'll be there," and you're like, "Wait, you didn't see the other messages where we already talked," or they'll just show up and be like, "Yeah, I saw you guys said we're meeting up here at whatever time. I had time, so I came." And it's like, not that it's a bad thing, it just changes people's plans, or again, you feel mean because
I think it's a good sign that most of us feel a little bit bad about leaving people out.
Yeah.
right? But again, it makes it difficult because it's like, hey, man, I hate to, most of the games in my collection are 4-player or below,
Yeah.
right? If there's only a handful, not to say a handful, but there's a good number that are 5 and 6 players. But I mean, 4 is the sweet spot for a lot of them. And the choices are you never play them,
Yeah.
or you have to be selective. So the other alternative is to fish for individuals, right? For me to be like, hey, Dwayne, do you want to play? Yes. All right, I got one. All right. Who else do I think would want to play? And then you go specifically target people, right?
I do tend to do that.
Yeah. I
To
mean, that's
you
a
guys
method
when
too.
I want to play something. I just say, because we have the podcast
Sure.
little group chat, and I say, hey, you guys want to play this?
Well, it helps too that if you're talking to the two of us and Ken's is in,
Then that's good. Yeah.
you got a 4-player.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. But like when we're going to Black Potion, I think it's a little bit more challenging.
For sure.
But
because then my expectation, I don't know how you guys feel about it. My expectation is if you guys are gonna be able to Black Potion, and I know you guys you're both going there, and you guys know I'm going there. I'm playing with you guys.
Yeah.
So that leaves room for one person, and
yeah,
I'm sorry, everybody else.
But I mean, we've been doing it a lot more recently, where we just break off.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's like multiple groups,
getting comfortable with that, I think, is a good thing too.
and not forcing
Yeah. Be like, hey,
one
like,
big 8-player group.
well, especially I think 7 is the tricky point, and frankly 6 too, because it's like there are good 6-player games out there, and sometimes we'll throw in the bag just to be sure, but a lot of times it's like, man, I brought 4-player games because that's what I thought. That's who signed up,
Yeah.
and then 2 other people showed up, and you're like, I don't have anything to play with you, like
No.
play with this, and unless somebody brought something, it's a bit of a challenge. But
Yeah.
either way, looking forward to lots of fun games in 2025, and hopefully bring more of mine to the table that I'm trying to get out of their shrink wrap. And hopefully end with, I think it's like 85. So
That one circus game that there's like what are they called?
circus game?
What the hell was that?
They go the guys from Warcraft. It looks like they have little like frog people on them.
What is he talking about?
You have
No clue.
You have a game. It's a brown box. It's like maybe it's like steampunky. That looks interesting. Oh, but I think it may be a co-op. Run through the games that you haven't played.
85.
It's like there's like gears and stuff.
There are gears on it?
Yeah. They have like weird hats. Maybe I had a dream I was at Kevin's house. I don't know.
The only steampunky game I own is World of Smog. And
It's that
I've
one.
played that game before.
It's
not on my shelf of shame. I haven't played it in a long time. I want to play it again before I decide whether I'm going to get rid of it.
Are there not little frog guys or anything circus related?
I could see that is the only game off the top of my head where I'm like, okay, frog guys and circusy stuff, because there's like weird animal creature, human anamorph type things.
Okay, but
I don't think there's any frogs or anything like that. But that game also, I guess it did sit on the edge for a little while, but
It was edging.
yeah,
Okay.
I definitely don't have any circus theme stuff. Dwayne?
All right, what's yours? You're finishing yours off, Big Papa.
Yeah. In no world do I make, not in this one at least, do I make tons of money. And I probably spend more on games than I need to. But a goal of mine would
Spend
be
more.
all of them.
All of them?
All the Lacerdas,
The big boxes.
the
Yes.
The collection.
Yeah.
the Eagle Griffin joints.
Are you willing to buy used games?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I stopped paying attention when you waved me off of that last one. Yeah, that's right. Because you were in on the Gallerist one, and I couldn't get it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, to the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. The
It was a while ago.
yeah, it was just I'd seen some used copies were showing up of different Lacerda games
Oh,
were showing up, and
yeah.
I hit him up and hit you up for one of the other ones. But
Yeah.
all right.
All right. So
Well, no pressure, but
so you're spending guaranteed $1,500
no.
this
He's
year.
already got.
I've got 4 of them.
Yeah, there's only 3
Oh,
he
okay.
doesn't have:
Okay.
Gallerist,
Gallerist,
Lisboa,
On Mars, Escape Plan.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're
are
only
there
spending
8?
you're only spending
There's 4.
$400,
Yeah.
$500.
And then you didn't back Speakeasy, did you?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's about it. That's gonna hit the market too.
But
I
I don't know
bet-
if that's
I bet-
gonna. I don't know if that'll be out by 25 though.
Oh yeah.
I,
don't know how
I
quick
think
they
it would
go.
be.
But you know what?
And if so, I bet Printed Meeple will have it
Yeah, 100%.
because they had inventions.
I feel like that's gonna be like a November, January,
I already told
December.
you if
maybe.
I get selected for promotion,
You're just doing it.
I'm gonna buy the bundle.
Because you don't have any, do you?
I have none, and I've been holding off a little bit. It's probably why I stopped paying attention to like buying stuff or like looking for the ones for you because I haven't been looking. Because I'm at a point now where I'm
Because you
just
don't
like,
want to be.
exactly. I'm like, look, one of two things is gonna happen, right? Like I'm gonna get selected and I'm gonna buy it. It'll be great, or I won't, and then I'll be probably more selective about which ones I go look for. But you know, we'll hope for the best.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, the first pod episode of the year. And if you liked it, if you want to talk to us more,
Tell us what you're looking forward to in 2025
tell us what you're looking forward to in
for you personally
2025.
and from us from the pod.
Yes, tell us whether or not, Happy New Year, by the way. Tell us whether or not his thing counted. And yeah.
Oh, and don't forget, if you really want to see that boudoir,
Yeah, okay, so the
Calendar.
boudoir calendar thing, that never happened. But we just might pretend like it might happen again.
hey, I've been losing weight. I feel like I'm looking pretty good.
Well, he's been on
know?
Ozempic. Just all right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.